Hi, my beautiful gamers. It's the Pacific Pick Ems. Let's just get right into it. Esports Andy, that's me. We have Steph. We got Kai. And we got Kyle here. All-star lineup. The Pacific Pick Ems, I already said that. Let's get right into the first one. So the first one, we got Boom Esports and T1.
T1's the new super team in this region. I think they're going to be probably the best team in the whole region, and they're going against Boom, which should just be easy fodder for them. Boom might end up being pretty good. People are pretty down on them. I could see them being pretty good. They had a very close match against Prisa, but they're going against a team that just destroyed everyone at Rebel.
Yeah, they're just so stacked. Yeah, I agree with Kyle. Yeah, Boom Esports is just happy to be here because of Bleed failures. They're just happy to be here. So I also have
corruption.
Shout out to corruption.
Yeah, I
was gonna say, yeah, I got T1 here. I've always been a Meteor supporter ever since he left No Reception. Actually, when he joined No Reception, I thought he was very good. Yeah, I just don't doubt my boy Meteor. I think he's gonna lead another very successful team. This roster is stacked. T1.
Yeah, I would say the same. I think T1 is the new super team or whatever, like in the Pacific. I think South Korea is taking over, just like they do in other esports. Boom Esports, I love the team. I'm super happy for them. But yeah, T1.
You can try all you want, but Korea will find a way. Squid Game. All right, go on.
So the next one we have Global Esports and Team Secret.
This one's 50-50 for me. Team Secret is always a team that like has potential to make runs. And I haven't heard too much about their new roster. Global Esports, on the other hand, is just always not good. And even Indian fans don't like Global Esports. So I will always support a team that hates their own national team for not playing the national. Team Secret.
Yeah, because he hates Brazilians. So, it works out.
Yeah, it looks like between Global Esports versus Team Secret, it's basically the Filipino derby.
Yeah,
Global Esports has basically 3 Filipino people. I like Global Esports a little bit more just because a lot of people in my comment section has been talking about Crystal, saying they can't believe they let Crystal go, and those Filipinos do know how to shoot back. And Yuraton, I remember Yuraton from somewhere. I'm not too sure where, but he's a Korean, Korean takeover. Screw it.
Team Secret is the team that they will beat teams that they shouldn't, and they will lose to teams that they also should not lose to. Like they will beat teams like Paper X on a random day, and then they'll just get destroyed by a team like Global. I could see Global's new roster having some upside. I think, yeah, like as you said, Crystal should be great for them. The rest is just a bunch of unknowns. I think they're overall just going to be a mid roster. Probably not in the basement, but it's just so many unknowns with this new roster, and Team Secret is basically keeping things exactly the same, and they were still a pretty good roster last year. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I will say that Team Secret will beat Global, but I don't really have faith in either of these teams when it comes to the rest of the year.
I actually have a lot of faith in Global. I was watching through all of Zilao or whatever, the Ascension team. Crystal is like really good, and I think so. The whole thing is that when he joined the team, he said he was gonna leave the team if they ascended, no matter what. He was going to leave. And so anyone being like, why did they like get rid of their IGL and keep their duelists who were both Russian? Rarka is insane. We've already seen him play in the Chinese league. He's insane.
They beat my Wolves, man. My pick was ruined.
He's just he's so good. And Crystal was better.
Yeah.
Crystal is better than Rarka, and he's an IGL. He is one of the best prospects coming up right now, I believe. And Udaton's really good too. I believe in Global Esports. Team Secret's kind of just Team Secret. So I'd have like Global Esports winning this.
So, sounds like a coin flip to me. Let's go with Global Esports being heads.
Heads.
Let's
go. Esports.
Trust me, guys. You won't deny it, bro. We're speaking
rare W for
Esports.
India.
Rare Dambi. Okay.
Maybe cut that out. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you.
I'll cut it out.
Okay. Next, we have DFM and RRQ. I
like DFM. I like him. I feel like DFM can pull like the Heretics.
DFM are playing good in the off season. RRQ, they always, dude. Is it Chobra who always says that
he goes for them.
are gonna go on the run of a lifetime, and then it just never happens.
They're uncoordinated. They have some good like players on their roster. They just don't have a lot of like synergy. I think Monyet hopefully has like a pretty solid year. He was good for them, not great for them. When it comes to the rest of the roster, it's like maybe their new player in Cushy ends up bringing a lot, but I'm not too confident. Whereas DFM, like they actually had a pretty solid offseason. I don't want to overrate them. But like a lot of people in my comment section were saying like, oh, I could see them qualifying for international. I'm like, seriously, this is the winless team for the past 2 years. But they've had a decent offseason. Not fantastic. They didn't do great at the last one they were at, but overall I think they should be able to beat a team like RRQ, and if they do, they'll definitely give me a bit more confidence in them. Not that that's like a big hill to climb, but it's at least showing that they are out of the basement from where they have been. Especially against a team with some decent talent in RRQ. So I would go DFM. Detonation Focus Me.
Even though I am going with DFM, I want RRQ to do well because they do have an academy team, so they really are supporting tier 2 with tier 2 players. But yeah, DFM, I still like them more.
Yeah, me too. All right, next we have Zeta Division and Nongshim Redforce.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys want to call Nongshim Redforce noodle suckers because they're a noodle company?
She be non-shim on my Redforce till a noodle.
Hey. I actually like them over Zeta though, even though like both teams are pretty good.
I easily have them over.
Noodle company win.
Noodle company win because this is a really good. They were Prisa before. This is the Ascension team. If like anyone didn't realize this, they didn't lose. Like that was like the big thing. They just didn't lose, and
they came from Premier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. That's a dream story. Yeah, facts.
They are one of the best teams coming into like even G2 didn't come in. I feel as good as they are coming into tier 1. Like this is a really serious like good team. They haven't had any changes. No, one change.
No
changes.
They just added one of the because like Nongshim like had their own tier 2 team, so they bought Prisa, but they still had like, their own roster that was playing in a split, and then they picked up. They just kept one player from the other Nongshim roster.
Oh, okay.
Sub. Yeah, that's the only change.
This seems good. I have them winning.
Gotcha. Zeta Division has disappointed me every year that I pick them. They don't have Laz, who was their best player. I don't have a reason to believe in this team anymore. Maybe that's what it takes. No pressure. New players. But I'm not going to go against a team that didn't lose one match. That's not going to be me.
You.
All right.
I'm going for some
like maybe the guys from like Fennel that are coming into Zeta end up being good additions, but yeah, no, I don't have a lot of faith in them.
I can see them getting better throughout the year though.
Yeah,
they beat Lev at Ryan Games 1 and DFM.
Yeah,
so maybe who knows? But no.
In the upper quarterfinals, we have Paper Rex and T1. This is gonna be a spicy game.
Yeah, we finally have Paper Rex playing meta comps, which I love it and I hate it at the same time because one of the fun things about Paper X is that they thought outside the box, but this might be a necessary evil that they have to do. Plus, Jing is sacrificing his role. He's not insta-locking duelists all the time, you know? He's willing to sacrifice, so this is tough. Just because I don't want to jinx Paper X, I'm going to go with T1.
This is the downfall of Paper Rex.
No, I mean yes, it is.
Paper Rex has to run standard comps. It's over. It's over.
It's not that they have to run standard comps. They just need to have their roster be more successful in having a bit more like flexibility. Because like the problem is they have something in Jing, two incredibly talented players, but both mainly duelist players. Now we're having something play like he played a bit of like Gecko last year and like stuff like that, but it to varying degrees of success. In terms of off season, he's been doing a bit more flex stuff and it's been working. We've seen Jane on Killjoy, so that's cool too. I always want to like this team and I want them to do well. T1 just looks like the fucking great white shark of this region right now. Like they had an incredible off season. Not that we should put too much stock in that, but they, like just the players they picked up. You got Stax, who they got mid-season. Maybe there could be better choices for IGL, but I think he's going to be great for them. And then Meteor, like you just picked up probably the best Sentinel in the entire world. And then he got Buzz, who was on an inconsistent team on DRX, but still is one of the best duelists in the entire region. They are going to fry, and it's going to start with Paper X. They're going to beat Paper X, in my opinion.
Yeah, T1's winning. I'll never doubt a Meteor-led team when he's in charge of picking that team.
Cool.
Because I would have T1 winning. I think honestly pretty easily. Platchat has said that this is like make or break for Paper X. They need to win a trophy. I don't think that's like a little bit later down, but I don't think they'll do that. And I don't think they'll win this.
This meta should be good for them, but I think T1's just better is the thing.
Hey, we are in a raise meta. I forgot about that. Yeah.
The map pool's great for them.
Yeah.
But T1's
next we have
it is T1.
Next we have Talon and Global Esports.
I know some people might say this is an upset, but I got Global. I like Global.
Yes. I have Global too. Well, like I think Talon would win this. But I like Global. I think they're a really good team, and that's why I'm going to go for Global. But Talon's pretty good.
Talon
has had so many opportunities to be a breakout team, and I respect, keeping your players moving forward. But there's just something not sitting right with me as far as Talon Esports right now. If you watch the podcast with Baby Bay and Frost, dude, that last episode they posted, Frost was shit talking everybody on that team.
Wow.
And it was bad.
On his own team?
It was bad. It sounded incredibly dysfunctional. No, but I mean, I watched that podcast before, and he said some stuff, but he got into some specific things that did not sit well with me. I'm like, you don't air out that sort of dirty laundry in front of a podcast unless there's something wrong going on in there.
Yeah.
Well, this is why Sideshow says that they have a humiliation kink.
It might work.
I think,
man, I feel bad for Apex players. You got Alecks berating Paper X.
This is the needle in the haystack that breaks this roster. I got Global Esports in an upset here.
Hey,
okay. Well, it doesn't matter what I say. I think Talon. I think Primmie's gonna have a good year, but overall Talon just has a roster. Like they kind of just made it to champs because they were good enough to get into playoffs, and then they had like the little secret weapon, but it didn't work when they were at champs. They got 2-0'd both times. So sure, Global. We'll go Global. I think they could be interesting.
Okay, next we have Gen.G versus DFM.
Gen.G, easy.
I wouldn't be surprised if DFM upsets Gen.G just because of how good they are, but I'm not crazy enough to say it. I'm not crazy enough to say it. I'm gonna have Gen.G beat DFM.
I'm in the same
Meteor,
boat.
but they still have texture. So and Karon and Munchkin.
Jesus Christ himself would have to descend to play with Meiy in order for them to beat Gen.G. Yes, Gen.G do not look like the Masters winning team. Correct. But they're still one of the best teams in the Pacific region. That core is still going to beat 60% of the teams at minimum. Gen.G.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they still just look insane. And yeah, like maybe Foxy 9 ends up being inconsistent, but they they should beat DFM.
We have DRX versus Nongshim.
Screw it, I'm gonna go crazy. The dream continues. Noodle Suckers beat DRX. Let's go.
It's noodle time.
I think DRX took way obviously I think DRX took way bigger of a hit. Like T1 to me is like the vampire that sucked kind of like dry what made Gen.G or DRX good. Like the texture's still there, like Karon's still there, but DRX took it even harder. Like, why is Buzz gone? Like he's so good, and now you don't have him. And until this team loses, then I think Nongshim wins.
They also
Termi is a fraud. And I'm sick of people telling me that I'm crazy. It's DRX is going to lose to noodle suckers over here.
I think saying Termi is a fraud is a bit. He's fair enough. I don't know.
Think about it. Every time something goes well, okay, DRX winning a lot of things in the offseason, doing really well. Termi gets back from his honeymoon, change the roster. What?
Yeah.
No,
it's a weird
way.
one.
No way. No.
And bringing back Beyn, it's like he didn't really have good results for them last year. I do think that it would be an upset for Nongshim to take it, but I think they will. Termi's a good coach. They still are able to bring in players from tier 2 and from their academy team and have them be successful right away. However, yeah, he's just been on the roster for too fucking long. I think it's time for a bit of a change there. And yeah, just making like a roster change by bringing Beyn back and Athan back out. It's like, I don't know. That's just like, why are you doing C9 shit again? Because it is last year too with Zesta and RB. So yeah, not super confident in DRX, at least at the start. So noodle suckers it is.
Now down to the elimination matches, we have DRX and Boom Esports. DRX are like, they'd be kind of crazy if they went out, but nah.
I
agree.
DRX. I have DRX.
Yeah, as much as I don't like DRX, I think I don't think Boom are good enough to beat DRX. DRX still very good.
Yeah.
Not DRX sweep.
We're all gonna have chocolate chunk cookies. Is that how you say
it? Chocolate chunk. Double chocolate chunk. Favorite cookie.
Next we have DFM versus Team Secret. This is 50-50 for me.
I like DFM more.
DFM. Team Secret sucks.
Yeah, I like DFM. Let's go. Japan finally is going to get their team that can bring them hope.
Talon versus RQ. I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Talon.
Yeah, I'll go with Talon for now. You know, keep that dream alive. You know, home court advantage if somehow they make it to Bangkok. Who knows? Yeah.
I got RQ here. I think this is the collapse of Talon.
I don't know. I feel like Talon should win this.
They should. They should.
They should. But they won't.
I think we might lose this.
Hey, all I'm saying, Talon gets eliminated anywhere in the lower round 1, lower round 2. Frost.
Yeah, poor guys. Frost will unleash hell upon them. For their well-being. Think about the kids.
Expose on the players.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Talon.
All right. Yeah, I know you guys are doing it to save people's jobs here. It's fine.
Next, we have Paper X versus Zeta Division.
Paper X.
Yeah.
Paper X. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Even
they lose early, but they'll start to
Zeta. Yeah. I don't see it.
All right. And for the second lower round, we have DRX versus DFM.
You guys want to do an upset here? How are we feeling?
Hey, I'm kind of down for DFM.
I don't even think
the downfall of Termi.
You don't think it's an upset?
I don't even think it would be that huge of an upset.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're probably a lot closer than we think.
Because, I would say DFM would win this, but it's a lot closer than it's really close, I think.
Yeah. They beat Paper X, by the way. at the Asian.
It's just really hard to envision
Yeah,
the
but then
name
Paper
DFM
Rex beat them later.
being DRX, you know,
beat
because
EDG.
the pass.
Yeah, it'd be funny though.
Yeah, I have
Exactly.
DFM. I like DFM.
I'm
I
going
like
DFM.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Now we have Talon versus Paper Rex.
Paper Rex.
Paper X.
Yeah.
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 I may not be a Paper X fan, but I think Paper X wins here.
Yeah, Paper Rex has it. Now we move back up to the upper semifinals with T1 and Global Esports.
Global sweeps easy 2-0.
Okay, sir.
Nah, it's T1. This
Yeah,
team
for sure.
lasted
The
themselves.
super team that's actually a super team.
have T1 lost a match?
Nope.
Yeah, they have.
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
I
they lost
think
they lost a 1-map game, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Versus
that's just a
Zeta,
scrim.
yeah. But
Basically a scrim.
In best of threes, they have not lost.
Yeah, so
Best of
T1, yeah,
threes and up.
definitely.
It's T1. It's T1.
The second upper semifinals, we have Gen.G versus the Noodle people.
Nongshim.
Fortunately, this is where the upper bracket portion of the run ends.
Yeah. I have
no,
Gen
should
G.
win.
I get
Yeah.
it. I don't have Gen.G winning, but I get it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
This is
damn,
hard
you
to
were
go against them.
spicy today.
Unless the inconsistencies of Gen.G start showing because of their other two players, I could see what Andy's saying, but I do think that Gen.G can pick up their pace. If they beat DFM, then they have to play a team that's slightly better than them, and they'll beat Nongshim Redforce.
Texture and Karon are too good for this team to lose to a team like Nongshim. As good as Nongshim is.
All right. Cinderella run into
Now back to the lowers, we have Global versus DFM.
DFM. I like Meiy
Yeah.
way too much. for
Yeah.
Global to be good.
I think
It's Meiy in
DFM, it's a
time.
bummer.
Yeah.
But I like
DFM
Global.
about to detonate.
Okay. Screw TOS, just say it. Let it rip.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh no. I'm not saying like artists. Not like artists. Not like artists.
They about to blow up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're gonna
I
weak
think-
global.
I think we all think, DFM should win this one. And then Nongshim versus Paper Rex.
Nongshim Redforce.
I
I
like
think so,
Paper
too.
X. I have Paper X.
Paper X, yeah.
No way.
Come
no
on.
way.
Okay, Nongshim's good. They're not
Arbiter of
beating Paper
chaos
X.
did
I-
not.
I know.
Well, it's two. It's 2 against 2. Because I went
Coin
with
flip.
Nongshim.
You really? Oh, I guess it's ahead.
I don't believe in Paper
Coin
X.
flip.
The same way Andy doesn't believe in Fnatic, I don't believe in Paper X.
Okay.
That's
All
they should at least be top 4 at this
No.
tournament. Come on.
I don't think.
Yeah, at least top 4.
Like
I think
minimum.
everyone's
They're not
going to be
losing
surprised with this Nongshim team and how good they are. Like,
Right.
I think people will be surprised. But
I'm not gonna lie though,
Andy,
like
call it.
the way Andy's been saying it, he's giving me like
because they have no heads.
Oh.
I like that.
All right,
Alright,
3,
alright.
2, 1. Heads.
Thank God. Thank fucking God. I would not be able to have my name attached to this.
I'm not gonna lie though, the way you've been talking about Nongshim, it reminds me a little bit of like early Loud, like how they were just killing the early Brazilian scene, and then when they got into like the whole international, they only lost to Optic during the whole like first international run.
That's true.
And they swept the South Korean tier 2.
Mhm.
Like, there's pretty good players down there. Like, we know
It's not unheard of for like unknown groups of people to just like create like mass chaos.
But Paper X are just like region.
Yeah,
defeaters.
they conquered the
they just
region
beat-
too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thing. All right.
the upper finals, we got T1 versus Gen.G. in South Korea.
I
T1.
like T1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like T1 here. I think all the talent in the world with texture does not carry this team over to the grand final immediately. So I think T1.
Yeah.
T1.
Next, we have Paper X versus DFM.
I like Paper X.
Yeah, I like Paper X. I want DFM to make it to the lower finals. That'd be like super sick.
That'd be great. But I think Paper X is probably going to win this one, especially if they can beat Nongshim.
Yeah, if they can beat Nongshim, then it's
If they beat NRF, then they could definitely beat DFM.
Then the lower finals, we have Gen.G versus Paper X.
This is where this is where Paper X bowed.
I wanted you guys to think. Let's think this through here right now. Did Gen.G get better or worse since last year? And did Paper X just stay the same? I feel like Gen.G got a little worse and Paper X stayed the same.
Even
so that's
if you
why I'm
argue
going
that,
with Paper X.
Even if you argue that point, Paper X is also worse because they have to play normal compositions and setups like they're a normal team with.
Do you think Texture is better than Jing on Raze?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No.
I think Texture is good at every single duelist. Jing is
I
not.
disagree to disagree.
Jing is not.
I originally was thinking that it would be Gen.G and T1. Then in my Pick'ems video, which it should be up by the time this video is out, I ended up going Paper X. So I'm 1-1. I don't know if I see Gen.G missing out on an international, and I definitely see Paper X.
Come on,
While
guys.
I like your argument.
Koreans
I like your
in
argument,
Bangkok.
I like the argument of like, yeah, like Paper X stayed the same, but it's like, is that bad? Was it roster stagnation? And I think it is. So I think Gen.G goes on.
I think Paper X wins this. I don't think it might become. So I think they're fine playing boring metacomps. Like,
I don't think it's gonna work. I've seen this team in the most high pressure situations, dude, like the absolute worst decision making.
They were making up their own things. Now they can just be like, hey, just like Alecks, whip them into shape. We're gonna fire you. Like, if you don't listen. Like, just whip them into shape. They're so talented.
The egos are too big, in my opinion.
But they're gonna lose their jobs
for that to happen.
Like, they need to. That's why I'm like hoping that Paper X. I love this team. I love Paper X. So like, and I believe in them. I think Gen.G has gotten. I don't think just a little worse. I think they gotten significantly worse. I think they're the same as now Team Vitality last year.
Okay. I will give you that. That is a very good argument. That yes, they've lost Meteor, who I think was the backbone of the team.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I don't think the team is like great.
Point.
Like, he's good, but
no, I think Meteor is a top 10 player, and no.
Oh, I think he's incredible.
Recognizes it. I could change my opinion, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick to my guns and let this go to the coin flip.
Let's go to the coin flip.
All right, Kyle. Who's who?
I mean, Paper X's heads because they got no brains.
Okay, 3,
right.
2, 1. Heads.
Let's go.
I can't believe they won 2 coin flips.
That's
it's
insane.
The Paper X way.
All right. T1.
They like taking 50-50s.
Lastly,
but do they win the rematch?
Lastly, we have T1 versus Paper X. I think we kind of know where we're going on this. T1?
T1.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, T1 wins.
T1 wins.
So that was our Pacific Pick'ems. We went through all 3. If you didn't see the ones before, subscribe, go back to those. We got more coming out in the next couple of days as the matches are going on. So make sure you subscribe. This is our Pick'ems. I'm Andy. That's Zeph. That's Kai. That's Kyle. See you guys.
Bye.